already live. Hello, hello. Mic test. Okay. Alright. Yippee. Welcome. Okay. Duo. Yo yo Rhapsody. What's up, what's up? Yo Chainsaw, what's up, what's up? Rhapsody, Chainsaw, welcome. Nico, my man, what's up? How are you? Like, once you got back to Munich, all good? Did you miss the Korean BBQ already? Cause I sure do. I do miss me some seafood too. Even though I was blacking out that day. But damn, my fat ass wants to go back. But I think that place is only good for like celebrations, or like I would say like every 3 months, because I don't want to black out every time I go. Or maybe sharing it with like Tahir or something would be like good enough instead of just eating. Lurking, no problem. Have fun lurking. I'm doing overtime today, so I'm just lurk. Damn, everybody's so tired from work, huh? Understandable though. Bossman slapped me with overtime as soon as I got back. I hope you're getting paid for the overtime at least, right? You gotta be getting paid. Oh my god, because you just came back from a holiday too. I miss the food. Yeah. Blackout? Nah, I just ate too much. Like, we get 1 kilo of seafood boil, and it's like a lot for me. And me and Nico had it when he came over to Kun. And then, and then I almost blacked out from eating it. It was like, oh, so much. But so good, just so much. My greedy. Today we're working on our comic as usual. I did this one panel today. It's a slow process, but this low-key reminds me of Ben. I don't know how to say it. Ben from Roommates. I feel like I've drawn something similar to a post like this for Roommates. And now I'm doing it for Lauren, and then I just thought like, well, damn, I felt like I went back to memory lane or some shit. And now I'm continuing it. So let's see how much we get done. Also, hi Coca, welcome. Lady, I called you Lady Rap. Adult responsibilities have us running low on batteries. You know what? That's a really great segue, Rhapsody. Okay, I'll mention it in a bit, but you gave me a really good segue to what I need to discuss about today later. But hello, Yeren, welcome. And oh, did I say hi to Coca? Welcome, Coca, and thank you as well. Nico trying to kill Yuuning with food. I was trying to kill Nico with food because I brought Nico to that seafood place actually. But I hope you and Nick had a great time in Kun. I don't think I got to properly rest for this week, to be honest, and I'm a bit fatigued And that's why Rhapsody Rhapsody gave me a really good segue to actually what I want. Okay, before that, before we get into the bad news, I got a new flag. We replaced my old flag with a new flag that Tahir picked up on the Pride Walk. Basically, me, Nico, and Nick and Tahir, we went to a Pride Walk in Dusseldorf, and it was really fun. And someone accidentally dropped their flags on the road, and then Tahir picked it up and said, "It's mine now." And then I got a new flag. But yeah, very, very cool. Love the walk. It was really fun. And the food later was also amazing. We had like Uyghur food, which is like a subsection in China where there's like Chinese Muslims, and they have like cuisines here in Germany, and then we went to try it. And it was really good. It's kind of like something you would get out of an Arabic store, but it's like mixed with Chinese, so it's like halal, but it's also like Chinese Muslim type shit. So it was really good. They really like their lamb. I would say that. They really like lamb. I'm trying to confess to killing Nico. Yeah, was sick on Sunday. Wasn't able to join our gym. That's totally okay. You know what? Okay, before I get into the bad news again, a lot of people are getting sick. I don't mean in Germany though. I mean like in Southeast Asia. Okay, sorry, maybe not Southeast Asia. I'm just taking Rhapsody as an example for Southeast Asia. But in Malaysia, a lot of my friends got sick. One of them got COVID. And I don't know what's going on in Southeast Asia. I have 3 separate friends that all got sick last week, or one of them is like mildly sick, the other one is like too sick to play games with us, and the other one confirmed got COVID. And yeah, I don't know why. And then now Rhapsody saying she's sick. Yeah, I think there's something going on, right? Like COVID is back, maybe. That's tough. That's tough, you guys. I hope you guys stay safe, and yeah, hopefully this doesn't affect like children and old people, because holy shit, if like another fucking pandemic starts, can you fucking imagine? Holy shit. But yeah, I probably should check on my family as well this week. Should call them. I just realized like, whoa, why is everyone suddenly getting sick and stuff? So yeah, stay safe, rest well, Rhapsody. Hell no, I'd rather die than get COVID again. Nico, none of us want to get COVID. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? That's why I'm like a bit afraid for everyone, even though I'm all the way in Germany. It's so rare to have 3 separate people that I personally know to suddenly all get sick, and one of them confirming COVID. And now they lost taste in their mouth, like they couldn't taste food anymore. Like these are just like the fucking symptoms of having COVID. When I had COVID, water tasted weird. Like water tasted sweet for a bit for me. Luckily, I didn't completely lose my taste. But I was like on a lot of meds from the doctor, and I quarantined. I basically could only just like go get like food delivery, or just like I would get like my groceries sent to me. I was home a lot, and I was coping by like I don't remember what I was doing during COVID. I was working on roommates that time as well. It was such a long time ago as well. I was doing roommates that time still. And I remember staying with Tahir. It was just the 2 of us in the room. We both got COVID, and yeah, we would just game, sleep, poop, eat, and that was just like our life, And he would work from home and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe we all came out of that fucking pandemic, right? And now it's like, seems like things are going bad again. You're also sick, Chainsaw? I'm sick right now, but my body's burning through it. Will be better by tonight. I hope so. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Maybe it's a flu. I was sick too this past week. I DK if it was COVID though. That's scary. Yeah, we all aren't sure. I just know that people in Germany, luckily, like I'm not sick. Tahir is not sick, and we've been outside, right? Socially, we've been to school, we've been in the trains. I don't really see anyone really sick here, thankfully. But yeah, it seems like it's kind of bad in Southeast Asia. Yeah. Thanks, slept so much and drank multiple vitamins, immune boosters, a bit better. Congested, yes. That was the most horrible part. I used to just, I'm not a medical professional. Please do not take this, please take this with a grain of salt. But the way I dealt with my congested nose, because I couldn't sleep most nights, or me and Tahir would snore really loudly because of how congested our noses were. So I started taking like antihistamine pills, and I sometimes took melatonin, and I would take even flu pills in general to try to knock myself to sleep. And again, word of caution, I do not advise, I do not suggest, I do not condone this action, okay? I'm just saying personally, that's how I got through it. And it kind of helped because, you know, when you get knocked out from all those pills, you know, your body can actually rest. And I wasn't like woken up. We weren't waking up each other because of our congested nose, so yeah. I have the vid like 6 times. What? Oh, COVID. You got COVID 6 times? God damn. Never sick for too long. I think true. I think if you got it for 6 times, probably your body's used to it by now. Yeah, that's interesting though. Right. I'm just gonna go out and say it because there is no easy way to say it. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from live streaming for some time. Cause well, I'm not sick, but I am feeling fatigued as well. But I'm not sick. I'm just like a bit burned out from everything, from school, from like comics, Patreon, and yeah, just life in general. I feel like I really need to take a step back to like take care of myself, if that makes sense. Cause yeah, I haven't bought groceries in 2 weeks, and we've been like getting delivery food a lot, and that doesn't say anything. It just kind of means, yeah, I would like to have my Wednesday back where I can do groceries or something, because I go to school every other day and I only get like the weekends off. And that's fine. You can totally do groceries during the weekends, but then it's like Sunday is not available. And usually on Saturday, you know, me and Tahir would just want to chill. And on Friday, he's working. So I would like to claim Wednesday back to myself as like the middle pause break for in between my school sessions, because I go to school Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday. And yeah, it's not too bad, right? It's only 3 hours every night, but I feel I can't do this anymore. I feel, yeah, I think I want my Wednesday back to either just work more on the comic, which is basically this, so I can build a better schedule, because I'm also staying up a lot trying to finish my comics, right? So that's not good. Like, I don't want to stay up. I stayed up till 1 yesterday because I was like, yippee, tomorrow I don't have school. But then today I woke up so tired, and then I just went back to work. But then I was like making a lot of mistakes in drawing and stuff. So I was just like thinking, yeah, I need a break. So yeah, it's not gonna be permanent. I'm gonna just take a break I'm not sure when I will be back for the regular stream, but I will still come back for like occasional events, celebrations, or stuff like that. And it will also always be on a Wednesday. And who knows if I get like more holidays in the future. Yeah. But I do have to lock in for school for the coming for another year. I have to lock in for 6 more months, and then I think for like 4 months next year. So that's like almost a year. So yeah, I've already been doing school for since I came back was like 3 months, give or take 3 months ish. And at first I thought I can definitely do it. I can definitely keep up the schedule with school, with Patreon, with comics, and with live streaming and everything. But then, I'm reaching the point here right now, and I'm just like, oh no, I think I'm feeling burnt out. I kind of now just want to focus on my comics. I will still do Art Jam though, because Art Jam is easy, and I get to actually talk to you guys. So I'll still show up on Art Jam every week, but I think I'm gonna pause the live streams. Yeah, gonna pause them until, I don't know. I can't give an answer now, but I'll let you know on Discord for sure. It's not gonna be permanent. But yeah, to be fair, I've been doing this for live streaming for almost 4 or 5 years, every Wednesday, or I used to do it 3 times a week, and then we reduced it to 2 times a week, and now it's like 1 time a week. And I was like thinking, okay, this is a good streak for what it's worth. But yeah, now that we actually have life obligations and we are now shifting content and stuff like that, I thought, yeah, let's take a break. It is what it is. That was me. Antihistamine pills had me feeling like I traveled and I didn't know what time of the day it was. It's good for before bed consumption. Yes, I love it. Just the one time for me was hell for sure. Take a break. Why? Oh no, burnout is scary. It's good to take a break before you crash out for sure. Hard to get out of it otherwise. Haven't bought grocery. My heart bleeds for Tahir. Also, hi Tin, welcome. Also, hi Jinyue, welcome. Understandable. I was also fatigued when I had class. I survived on chicken nuggets and air fried pizza. Yeah. My body, I mean, not to say like my body is crashing out, but I haven't been taking care of my body, right? Like I should really go back to working out, but I just don't have the energy or motivation to go back to working out, like after everything and stuff. And also having to feel like I should be working instead and stuff like that. And I think the first step to taking a break after this is to go back to grocery days. This one is very important for me. If I can bring back midweek grocery days, like on Wednesdays, I feel like I'll be eating healthier. I'll be making better choices at least, because again, we've been doing takeouts for almost 2 weeks, and then it's just like, what is wrong with us, because there's some meals that are so easy and simple to make that wouldn't require a lot of energy from us. But it's just that during the week, we would have like breakfast, and then we would skip lunch. We would go to school, be hungry as fuck, and then we would kind of binge out for dinner at like 9 p.m. because that's when school stops. So yeah, least to say I gained weight. And I would like to try to explore healthier options going forward. If I do take this break, at least like with Wednesday as the buffer for my life, I can meal prep or cook something nice for the week, shit like that. And yeah, Tahir is also busier than ever with his like company. We both just don't have time to not be able to like motivate each other. We go, like, oh, we gotta do groceries, and it's like, oh, we don't want to go out, like we're too tired and stuff like that. So if I can recover for Wednesday, then maybe at least I can be the one to take the initiative of be like, okay, I got my rest, I played play games or something, you know, let's go out and get groceries. So stuff like that. Just the little things. I think just like taking back one day to myself where I don't have to prepare for stream or I don't feel anxiety about having to show up on stream and something like that, I think would be good to for the long run. And again, it's not permanent. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not doing this again. Just that I can't give you guys a date on when I can go back to a regular streaming schedule. Hopefully when things are a bit more steady with my life, with like yeah, again, like with work and like school. But yeah, until then, this will probably be my last live stream for maybe a few weeks, a few months, who knows. So yeah, we had a lot of good times during our regularly scheduled designated live stream. Like right, I got drunk, we met Nico, and just stuff like showing you guys even like the dog park near my place. I showed you guys the dog park. We were outside for a bit, and just hours and hours of footage of me just yapping away. Goddamn, those were some great memories, you know, great memories. But yeah, what else should I say? No, I think that's it. Let me read the comments. Let me read chat real quick. I love duck in all forms, even food. Good that we don't, what is it called? Good that we don't reject. We're not biased. There's a better word for this. Good that we don't discriminate ducks in food form and ducks as alive form. I'll start streaming again soon. Yes, please go watch Chainsaw instead, you know. Or any other people on Discord that are also considering on live streaming, for sure. I'll let you guys know. You never took a break from live streaming before? I mean, of course, there were certain weeks where I didn't show up because of like actual social engagements. But yeah, can't say. I do take breaks in the end of the year. So, like for instance, last year I took break from November to, I forgot if it was December to January or November to January because I was back in Malaysia. And then I came back in February this year and started live streaming again. But the year before, I was still in Malaysia and I only took a break, I think, from November to December or something like that. So I do take breaks. It's just that, yeah, for the rest of the year, I would show up every week, 4 times a month, just to live stream. And even more back then, I was showing up 2 times a week. And even more back then, I was showing up 3 times a week. 3 times a week when I was working on Roommates, 2 times a week when I was working on Dear Alice, and now 1 time a week when I was working on BLT. But yeah, like shit, bro. We've come a long way. And as I was drawing this today, again, I was like thinking, damn, why the fuck he still look like Ben from Roommates? I was like, I feel like I've seen this exact same outfit and pose, just that he has blonde hair here. So I was just like, good times, good times. So yeah, that's the bad news of the day. Yay, I got it out. No live stream anymore. Yeah. Also hi Boya. I know. Also hi Theo. Welcome. Of course, get the rest you need. Rest is always important. Oh my god, Elias shows up and then I'm just quitting. That is so true. What made you decide to show up? For real though. I guess it's time to try to be more active on the Discord. I'm still scared. There's so many people there. You can always join muted. They're like, we won't bite. I do encourage you guys to join the Sunday Discord calls instead because, I mean, even if you guys stay muted, you know, you can just listen to us talk, whatever. And we can always catch up there, if anything, you know? We don't chat that much on Discord. Yeah, because you guys want to be muted. But hey, that's totally fine with me. As long as you guys show up. Discord is dead unless it's Sunday. Yep, I think it works better that way, you know? The reality is you all have lives. You all have stuff you need to do. But if you can come once a week, right? Either on my live stream or the Sunday Discord thing, and we all just like hang out for like 2 hours, that's not too bad, right? It's just that now I'm taking away the Wednesday live stream, so now you guys only have Sunday Discord, but just know that, yeah. Unless we're prompted to chat, for real. I guess I don't really open it that much, yeah. Will you be taking a break on all your socials, like your hiatus? No, I'm only taking a break from live streaming. I will continue to post on socials, work on comics. Yeah, I feel... because my content has shifted so much, and suddenly, I mean, how can I word this better? Yeah, I just feel like I want to focus on the comics and the novel and taking a break, yes. I think I'll just leave it at that. Because I haven't, again, YouTube, low-key, I kind of abandoned it. I've only just been like live streaming to like really update this YouTube. And other than that, I just post shorts of the comics. And those do pretty well. I think people just really like the comics that I make. And I've always kind of seen myself more as a comic creator rather a YouTuber. Nothing wrong with being associated as like a YouTuber and whatnot. It's just that I never really saw the value of being a YouTuber. If that makes any sense, you know? Like, again, I don't know what kind of videos to make anymore. That's why I haven't uploaded a video in a year. Because at one point I just didn't know what I wanted to do for videos anymore. So I stopped that. And now I've just been like live streaming to keep it going and posting occasional shorts. But yeah, people just really prefer my comic content over like my IRL content as well. So there is also now a lot of incentive to like do the YouTube videos with like IRL stuff or the shorts with like my IRL stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on comics, you know, try to grow the branding, try to grow BLT's branding, comics, and eventually, hopefully when I publish a novel or make like a streamlined comic, maybe I'll come back to YouTube, I'll make a video about it or something, right? Because by then I'll have content. Content would be to promote my comic and my novel and like the whole journey of getting there. Exactly also why I started YouTube in the first place. Why I made YouTube channel and my YouTube channel in the first place was because I wanted people to go read Roommates. So I made a couple of videos on the journey of like why I started Roommates, how the Roommates started and stuff like that. So yeah, it would be nice to come back with actually making something. But yeah, during this time, I would need that time to prep everything, take lots of breaks, and build the audience simultaneously, everything. So I'm gonna take a break from live streaming, which was always just like once a week, you know, it's not too bad. So yeah, I'll still see you guys on Discord though, you know, so not disappearing, not taking a hiatus everywhere, just gonna take a break from live streaming. And there will be no indefinite announcement date on when I will bring back the regularly scheduled live stream. She's gonna pull Mitch Mackey and disappear. I can't. I have a lot riding on this comic right now. I actually really do want this comic to work, so I can't really disappear. I feel like my life has shifted. My priorities and my focus has shifted ever since, yeah, like Instagram blew up, right? I don't think I've always been serious about it, but I don't think I've ever considered like a business strategy towards the comics. Like recently, I'm thinking a lot about how I can build the branding or build the story that will support the branding, or make sure that when I do put out the linear story, are there still going to be people reading? Relevancy is something I'm always fighting throughout my career with YouTube, my old comics, and now with this comic, and now I'm fighting relevancy again. Nothing wrong with not staying relevant, right? Who cares? But I do want to stay relevant so that when I actually publish the actual comic, I want people to be there to read it. And in order to get that kind of attention, you gotta stay relevant. So I'm gonna put in more effort into the comic, the branding and everything, and hopefully build up the audience enough where they will be there when I release the comic or something. So yeah, that is now my future trajectory, projection, whatever you call it, business plan going forward. And if taking back Wednesdays is gonna help me do a rest midweek where I don't actually crash into a fire and burn out from doing all of this, then I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna fucking take that. I'm gonna cancel the stream. I'm gonna fucking do that. We just have to reorganize our priorities now. I actually learned this from a YouTube video I saw recently. Someone was critiquing. It was such an unrelated video to what I'm going through. And basically this YouTuber, very good video by the way, I'll post it later. They were critiquing a TikToker that went viral recently for being a little bit autistic, but we cannot confirm. Just someone who was a bit unapologetic to the point where their confidence doesn't sell like their personality is a bit annoying. Like they got internet, this person got internet pissed off at them, okay? So this YouTuber came out with like a video on why people are pissed at them, why they're confident, and what is all leading to and whatnot. And then one thing she said in that 20-minute video, right? She just said this person was selling jewelry, making music, and low-key internet begging and trying to be like a TikTok influencer and everything, right? And then she's like, you gotta pick a lane in your life. You can't just decide you wanna be a jewelry musician, begging artist, and then expect people to take you seriously. This had nothing to do with me, right? This had nothing to do with me, but somehow the way she said it spoke to me very profoundly that I left the comment and I subscribed to her, because I don't know why a random YouTuber critiquing someone saying that just made a lot of sense to me. The words made a lot of sense to me because I totally agree. Who is gonna take me seriously? Who is gonna take anyone seriously if you're trying to do everything and not being good at anything? I don't know if I said this enough. I don't know if I talked about this a lot. I do feel like sometimes I'm a bit half-baked in everything, right? I feel like I'm a bit half-baked in YouTube, where I feel like I'm not making enough videos to stay relevant. At the same time, I don't want to do the videos that people want to see, which, goes into like this eventual spiral of like people don't want to watch what I want to do because they want to see what they want to see, right? So the half-bakedness sort of felt like I could try harder, right? I could try to make what they want. I could try to make my videos more polished and then, actually push myself to upload every month. But then I stopped because, I don't know, I just felt like, okay, I don't think I actually want to be a YouTuber, I kind of prefer to make comics, and I enjoyed my time making YouTube videos about comics, but I feel like we're also at the end of an era with webtoon videos, like, yeah. Not to say that people are not watching webtoon videos type shit anymore. I just feel like it does feel like an end of an era. The next thing I felt half-baked was writing a novel. A completely new interest that I was stumbling on 2 years ago or a year ago. I forgot when I started writing. But yeah, when I started writing, I was like thinking, this is fun. It's like writing a script, but like with people actually reading it, right? And then, you know, I got beta readers, I got critiqued and stuff like that. And then I realized, wow, there's actually a lot that goes on to writing novels. And I'm a bit naive to think that this could be like an actual, and like I could actually put this shit out and people would be like, want to read it? Because I was like, yikes, right? At least my first draft was yikes, okay? So I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not that good at writing novels compared to most people, but I mean, I'm not too hard on myself. Again, I've written stuff in the past, but not to this degree. I've never written such a long ass story. I've only written in scripts for like my comics, for like dialogues, but I've never had to actually write a complete scene and try to visualize a complete scene, because I always thought I could just do that in the comics. So that's why I also feel like a half-baked novel writer, right? And I'm gonna continue it, of course. I'm gonna actually finish it. It's just gonna take more time than I anticipated, because I want to actually make this a good thing. I want to actually make this readable, make this something people can actually give a fuck about. So, half-baked YouTuber, half-baked novel. Now comes the worst part. There are certain days I do feel like a half-baked comic artist. Not because I am completely undermining all the comics that I've done with the books, roommates, everything. Half-baked in the sense of like, most comic creators do actually have a webtoon out. Like, you know, like a long, proper webtoon out. And I do have those, but it's not as proper as, you know what you would see on webtoon originals, or just like from some other people's webtoons and stuff. So half-baked in that sense, it's not that bad. I would still always pick being a half-baked comic artist over the other half-baked stuff, because with comic, I know I can improve. I know I can do better. And I actually want to do better in comics. And I do want to make the comic creator stick for me, you know, going forward. Instead of trying to half-bake 3 of them, I decided I'm gonna pick the path of the comic creator path and actually try to be a full-baked potato or something with comic. And I might come back to the YouTube and I'll still work on the novel. It's all good, but I'm gonna now focus on the comics, because that's where the audience are at, you know? That's where the audience is, and hopefully someday we will stop feeling like half-baked everything, right? Because again, this YouTuber, I'm coming it all back, okay? I'm bringing it all back. Again, this YouTuber saying you gotta pick a lane. No one's gonna fucking, you know, take you seriously if you are just like trying to be everything and not sticking to something. So this is me sticking to comic creating. Not gonna lie, after I made Dear Alice, again, right, I went through like a bit of a loss, trying to find what the fuck I want to do, a bit of burnout and whatnot. And then I thought about quitting comics for a bit, because I didn't have a direction. But the moment, you know, I decided, okay, let's lean into the BL stuff. Let's try to make something you actually want to make, which is the BL comics. Even if that meant separating your IRL persona from like your alter persona, which is also what I'm trying to achieve right now. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this. Yeah, I actually don't want to show my life a lot as an author for the BL comics. Yeah, I want to kind of stay anonymous, unknown, even though I know it's like, this is like, what are you talking about? This is so conflicting. You're literally talking about it, showing it, and you're live streaming about it, right? But yeah, going forward, I I don't think I plan to show more of my life on like the Instagram and other social media for the people that only follow the comics. I don't actually want to like, you know, tell them who I am, show them who I am, unless I go to like an art convention. That would be the only way I would like show myself. But otherwise, I want to keep my profile low key as well. If they find my YouTube, they stumble on my YouTube, congratulations, right? They stumble on my YouTube, they stumble on my old comics, they see who I was before BLT, that's totally fine. But yeah, I don't actually want to merge my profiles from like YouTube and the Instagrams and stuff like that. But that's also why it feels hard. It feels a bit hard to keep up with two identities. One being like, I want to stay as anonymous as possible. And the other one being like, I'm literally putting my life out here, like on live stream to show what I draw on the daily and stuff like that. But at the same time, not doing so well with this one. So I'd rather go back to this, like the more anonymous one where I'm making comics, and as long as people enjoy it, you know, I don't have to say hi. I don't have to like show anything of myself, and I can just stay low key and just post the comics. So yeah, I don't know in the long run what it means to stay anonymous as a comic creator, because I know that's not actually a thing that is really achievable. Like, yeah, I think I've seen a lot of artists' faces at this point, at least a lot of artists that I follow and I like, but also, yeah, you know, I follow a lot of really god tier Twitter artists, and a lot of them would like, you know, they would be Japanese, and then they would just be like anonymous, but then they draw like insane art, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that mystery of an author that just like drops god tier art once in a while, and then you will never know even their gender and shit like that. Like, that's how crazy it'd be. So yeah, after all that yapping, let me read chat real quick. Let me see. How you guys crashing out and you ain't got kids yet? Pention was asking why people were suggesting you for an interview, Chains. Why? Why not? Actually, Chainsaw in this villain era. He's gonna become the webtoon villain. Oh my god, true. Is it because you make a video? You made that video about Pantheon? Maybe. He needs more clout. Chainsaw is getting interviewed for, yeah. Is it happening? Oops, I lost my chat real quick. I suggested Chainsaw and yuuning. Damn, thanks. But I'm good. Is Arjem taking a break? No, just the live streams. Arjem, I'll still show up. Shison Webtoon so hard. I'll host it. Elias wants to host it. Let Elias host it. About talking about your OCs for radio, if you want to, of course. Yeah, that's the thing. I actually have to put out the story first before I can talk about it, right? And nothing is done yet. Like, I'm still writing the novel to this day. I'm still making revisions. I'm still editing their personalities as I go while trying to finish the novel. Like, a lot of things are still in motion, and I don't think I've solidified their personas or anything like that at this point. So I can't make videos right now, not at all. I am not until at least the novel is done, and maybe then I'll start making concept art or whatever for like college or, you know, high school or whatever. Makes sense to lock in for the comic. Yeah, I guess that's like the faster way to put it. We want to lock in, yeah. But it's not really like locking in if I'm just like taking a break from live streaming, because that's like just what, 1 day a week. I mostly wanted to stop the live stream because I wanted to have a rest midweek, which is Wednesday. I would like to just rest the whole Wednesday and recover before the next school day or do groceries and take care of myself instead, you know? Like a whole day where I can just either work, do groceries, eat better, work out, do nothing, go play games. Anything, anything. We all have our time. The irrelevant reaper comes for all of us. I'm not gonna deny that, of course. I think like with any type of business, social media, you know, content creator, influencer, there will come a time when you're just gonna drop in relevancy. But now that I have relevancy on the comic, I want to try to extend the lifeline of it as long as possible, at least until I drop the novel or the comic or publish something, anything, right? And then I can let go of trying to like build this routine of like posting many times a week. So while I still have their attention, I'm gonna try my best to keep hold of their attention. Local, yeah, it's that video. I enjoyed her video, her critique video, yeah. YouTube, being a YouTuber sucks. It doesn't pay much. You gotta do a whole lot of bullshit. And it's expensive for the quality. You wanna be taken seriously. Yeah, I haven't been making money anyway on YouTube, so it was never about that. Although I do appreciate like the donos and memberships and stuff like that. But yeah, I just don't really wanna pursue YouTube as like the main career anymore. Like I'm very grateful I got monetized and I got paid for everything. But it's again, it's an end of an era for me with like the webtoon content and stuff like that. I kind of just want to move on to actually making comics instead of critiquing, talking about other people's comics or talking about the company, because shit is not productive if people aren't watching anyway, you know? And I could definitely pivot my content, but I would have to build a totally new branding if I were to pivot my content. And I'm not sure if I have the fucking energy to do that. Like, I already have this. I don't really need to, like, start doing, like, other stuff, like vlogs or whatever, because that was not ever my passion, you know? I'm not a YouTuber yet, but just thinking about long form gives me headache. Haven't done it, but it's not easy for sure. Yeah, I would just say in the beginning, when you're not monetized, when you're not affected by the money, kind of just do what you want to do. You know, just fuck it. Just throw some videos out there. You can always private them. That's the good thing about the internet. You can always private the videos. And yeah. Yeah. If I could give advice for as someone who has been on YouTube for almost 5 years and more, I would just say relevancy, you know, again, in all types of social media is, I mean, Boya, you've done really well with relevancy, so this is not an advice you need. But I'm just saying when people start paying attention to your comic, if you have the time, you know, work on that. Work on how you can keep that attention going for as long as you can until eventually you decide you're bored of it and you can always opt out. But if it's something that you're interested in doing and the fans are also interested in seeing, try your best to work hard for that for a bit. Secure the bag, you know, and then you can decide to leave whenever you're bored, you're done, or people don't care anymore. You can always leave, but if you have that time to put into like working for that attention, do as much as you can, because you don't get a lot of viral hits in a lifetime, right? Some people, YouTubers, influencers, they keep getting viral hits. Good for them, right? But to normie people like us, we won't always get that viral hit. So when you do get that viral hit, you can do like a couple of parts, keep it going for a bit. If you can, monetize it or something. And then yeah, once you're done, you can always just opt out and do something else. So yeah, that's like my only advice. And otherwise, I can't give you guys the usual advice of like do what you love, follow your passion, blah blah blah. But I just feel like these advices didn't help me. Like, bro, the only reason I was making YouTube videos back then was because I wanted people to go read my comic. Again, I was literally asking for attention from YouTube to redirect them to Webtoon to go read my comic. And just so happened, I started critiquing other people's comics that got me views and shit like that. And it was nice. It was a nice era of my life where people also came together as a community to talk about comics with me. And then I met all of you, right? It was a nice era of my time, but it's also an end of an era. Again, I just don't think Webtoon creators or Webtoon videos are just like a content that people want to keep watching at this point, you know? So instead, I'll go back to making stories. Until then, maybe I'll put out more comic related content. But for now, I need to actually put out a story first, right? Gotta actually lock in for a story first. Don't think you're half baked, just think you're baking small batches. That's a better perspective for sure, but I can't help it. I can't help but feel like I'm half baked in everything. So I want to stop being half baked in everything. And I want to be full baked potato for one thing, if I can. I think, right, it comes back to this thing of, do you want to be a master or something, or do you want to be a jack of all trades? And I used to want to be a jack of all trades. I used to think, I can definitely make webcomics and YouTube work. And even then, it's not like I'm diddling in a lot of like areas of expertise. I was maybe just these two main thing. But now with YouTube, like, yeah, I kind of low-key lost interest in making videos as well. And YouTube webcomic content related videos. So I'm just like, hey, if I can, and also the live streaming thing, right? And I just thought, hey, if I can just like put my focus and attention completely to webcomics, then so be it. Yeah. Here's to your baked potato. I'll bake you guys a potato someday once I put out something. Makes sense. We introverts want to be private, really brave to show others so much of your life already. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess you guys don't know as much as I let on. I'm a very private person in general. I don't like to talk a lot about myself, but if it's just about comics, then fuck yeah, I can yap for like 2 hours, right? But yeah, it's definitely a bit daunting to put yourself out there, but I don't think that should stop you if it's something you've been thinking about doing. I don't regret it, you know? I don't regret going on this journey, live streaming for more than 4 years and stuff like that. I don't regret any of it. And I don't regret showing my face on YouTube. I don't regret, like, you know, doing Dear Alice, doing my comics and everything. It is an experience, it is a journey, but the eras do end. There will come a time, an end of your era, where either you're getting bored of it, you don't have time for it, or it's just not your passion anymore. So better to move on to something you actually give a shit about instead of like doing the bare minimum to try to stay relevant. It's not productive for anyone, you know? It's now, I guess it's now up to you guys to make the content for me. Yippee. We're healing the Capri Suns. Oh, this thing, my holy grail. Love this shit, bro. I'll do the messy vlogging ASMR. Fuck yeah. Kind of scared because I'm planning to publish my comic in 2 years. Still not sure if people are interested. Like I said, I think people will still be interested, but the novelty, the like you know, the first few comics that you made that went viral, that made you famous in the first place, the people are probably not gonna be there anymore. But you, from all these new people that saw your content, like let's say you have like 200,000 people that saw your content. I bet your ass you would have at least 10,000 people in 3 years' time that are still fucking interested in you, because that's the beauty of like catching the train, catching the attention, catching the relevancy, catching the viral hit. You know, you establish yourself. You made a good job with your comics, with everything. You build trust, you build rapport, you build branding, and then you get to keep 10,000 of what's left of who cares about in 5 years. And that's not a bad thing. Like, fuck, if I had 10,000 readers on like my comics and novels, fuck yeah, I'm willing to risk everything for that shit, you know. That's what matters to me. What matters to me is that hopefully by the time I put out anything, people will trust me enough to go read it because of everything that I've done for them. Sorry, not that I've done anything for them, just that everything that I've done on social media that got them there in the first place, that made their day, that had them having a good week because of the nice comic, shit like that, you know. I think people who are invested in the characters, especially, there be more like the super fans. So out of the 10,000 people that are like super invested in your characters, you have 5,000 people, right, that are like, oh my god, I need to know more about them. I'll literally read anything about them, right? Novel, comic, anything. So hopefully, yeah, from the 200,000, you have the 10,000, and then you have the 5,000, and then you have like the 1,000 that are willing to pay for your Patreon, the super fans that are like, holy shit, I want you to keep making comics. I'll literally pay you to keep making comics. That's the Patreon. And then if we cut back that 1% more, you got the 100 people that are maybe like buying all your merch, that are like paying you more than Patreon is like limit to. So yeah, this funnel is endless. As long as you keep relevancy, the funnel stays. Like, this is just how it is with everything with social media. So yeah, don't feel bad like in 2 years time you see like a drop in viewership or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's still good that after 2 years of you making comics and whatnot, people are still reading. That's an achievement, bro. Like, I follow these Chinese artists that make like BL comics, like 19 days and whatnot. Like this bro who made 19 days. Again, I started reading it in high school. Shit is still going, and I'm a fucking adult. I got fucking married, bro. I was reading their comics when I was still in high school. And they managed to keep their relevancy for this long is an achievement. And I'm not saying I want to still be doing this for 10 years later, but I think it's should be noted, appreciated that someone like them can keep it going for 10 years just by being consistent and posting every month. I don't know if their posting schedule, but if I'm not mistaken, I think at one point they were posting like 2 times a week, 2 times bi-weekly or something, and it became monthly, and then sometimes they will only post like every 2 months, right? The consistency is there, the relevancy is there. They always put out a good comic, a good story, and people are invested in their characters for 10 years. That's an achievement, okay? People are still talking about the comic. People are still making fan art. People are still fan accounts for the comics. People build careers from that comic. So I'm just saying, you can do it if you are consistent enough. I think the problem isn't if people will stay interested. The problem is if you will stay interested towards the end. That's also my problem too. I always dreaded having to make a comic for 5 years, right? But that's only if I'm working on the same fucking thing for 5 years. If I was working on multiple AU comics or just like dream fantasy scenarios of like my characters, I keep it fresh for myself and for my fans. So I think I could do it longer if I have the capacity or I have the control to keep doing what I want instead. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but I just know that as long as you post regularly on the timely schedule, or if you stop posting regularly, as long as you're posting, you're gonna still have relevancy by the end of it. Trust. Maybe you won't have the usual crowd that got you famous in the first place, but you will still have a crowd by the end of it. I remember someone commented they'll probably be gone once the comic is out. I laughed out loud. That is funny, but yeah. They'll be fine. They'll be still alive. They're so dramatic, honestly. Gotta do more comic roles. Good luck. I don't like webtoon content necessarily. I love how Raw creators share their OCs and their story. I was happy when Thor started her OC log, but then it stopped. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why she stopped, but probably same shit. It's like, gotta finish your comic first, or at least drop the comic first, and stuff like that. If anyone can recommend me YouTube creators, please do share. Will do. 2 years down the line, there will be new fans. Yes, it's like the movie remake sequel effect. People come back for the nostalgia, for sure, for sure. Like Avatar. 90 Days started 2013. The slow burn is burning. A good slow burn. Yeah, and people. To be honest, I read it. I always wanted them to kiss or whatever, but at the end of the day, I enjoy the dynamic of the characters. I enjoy them just goofing around and just like making me laugh and stuff like that. And I enjoyed how light the comics are and how discoverable they are. Like, you don't have to be like reading the main story to figure out what's happening. Like, you can just come back as a new read, come back like after 5 months and know like, oh, okay, they just left the basketball game or something after 5 months, and then it's like you're not missing out much, you know. It's great for returning viewers, because yeah, that's why I want to keep making just like short AU comics, because every new premise is a hit or miss, but if it's like a hit, then it's also like a fresh hit for the old readers, for the readers that like started reading from years before. So yeah, that's the scary part about webcomics. The production takes so long. It takes a really great comic for people to be invested for that long. Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of respect for webtoon creators who aren't afraid to just like, fuck it, I'll get an entire team. I'll like invest my nights, days into this project, years into this project. It's definitely not easy, and I didn't do it on the pressure of having a deadline, right? I just finished Roommates and just be like, I fucked up after 5 years. But I cannot imagine working on a long-term series where you're expected to post at a certain date every time while having to go through like 35 panels in 2 weeks or something. Undeniably a huge feat, and if they were getting paid, the hours were probably not worth it. And yeah, it's probably like a passion thing, right? Like, the money is not what I'm in it for. What I'm in it for is like for my love for storytelling and whatnot. But I think it gets to a point. Not to be that person, but it does get to a point where you can just say like, passion is the thing that keeps me going, blah 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 blah. But life is gonna attack you in some way, and then you're gonna realize your body can't keep up anymore. You're burning out. You're not taking care of yourself, and then everything else just silently collapses. So you don't want to get to that point. You want to be able to say, I'm gonna take a break for a month, but I'll be back, guys. And when I'm back, I'll have a new story for you, and I hope you guys can be patient. You know, you want to be able to do that with your readers, at least until you get to the point where you have so much control in your story and you have so much control over like your social media and whatnot. You want to be able to say stuff like that to them, be like, life is a little hard lately, I'm burnt out from drawing, or I have like life commitments, I'm gonna be taking a break for like a month and I'll probably be back, you know, and I'll probably have a new story for you by then, so please wait patiently. And that's all you want. That's kind of all you want. At least that's kind of all I want from this journey, right? I want to be able to keep making comics to the point that if I do have bad days, bad weeks, or bad months, that I'm gonna have supportive people, readers telling me, go take that break. Like, you deserve it. Like, woo, it's just a month. We'll wait for you. Stuff like that. You want to have that reassurance of someone waiting for you at the end of the phone screen when you come back refreshed and stuff like that. And people will leave. It's normal. It's normal that people will leave. People will unfollow. But yeah, that's just part of life. It's like friends leaving you IRL. Oh, that got a little dark. But yeah, it's just life in general, you know. It is what it is. But you always get new people. You always get new fans as long as you keep creating, you know. I thought BL is banned in China. I'm assuming the artist is from China because it's in Chinese. BL is not I mean, yeah, the whole LGBT thing is not, it's kind of low-key banned, but at the same time, they don't draw anything explicit because of censorship. So not necessarily banned in general, just more so censorship, I would say. And I think that's why it's been slow burn for that long, because of all the censorship laws. They just can't just put out explicit stuff like that, you know, because they're also a really, really big following comic. And probably the government monitors them, right? Shit like that. Yuuning, do you have YouTube? Sustaining making a comic is harder than just keeping an audience. The farthest I've gone is making 4 panels and then I quit. Thank you for sharing with us, Nico, that the potential one-shot comic that you were working on was 4 panels, and I appreciate it. But yeah, for sure, I think sustaining your interest in the comic is much, much harder than sustaining an audience, believe. Total agree, 100% agree, and total belief. My everyday fight is that I want to strangle this AU comic that I've made, and that I originally had 15 parts planned, but I'm planning to cut it down to 10, 11 parts instead, because I don't want to work on this anymore. And I know people are following me for this specific storyline, but y'all, I'm so done with it. I'm so bored of it. And I've already been consistent for almost 8 parts, but it needs to end. It needs to end. So I'm planning on ending this AU comic as well. And I want to go back to drawing dumb stuff. Like, right now I have a new hyperfixation on cat boys. I'm literally shaking. Can I share with you guys what I drew? Oh my god, I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but let me just I have a new weird ass hyperfixation on cat boys, and I just really want to keep doing that right now. I want to make a full comic about cat boys. Like, this is what I drew, okay? I love it. I love everything about this, and it's going out on Patreon. I'm really excited to see what people think about this one. But yeah, it's just shit like that, right? I'm so bored of the AU comic, even though I was really passionate when I posted it. I started writing it on the fly because people wanted more from it. And then it got to the point where I felt like, okay, the audience are dying down. They're not as interested as when they first stumbled on it. And I think it's also time for me to make my exit with the comic. So at first I was like, let's do 15 parts, but now I'm like thinking, let's just do 11 parts because I don't want to keep working on this. If there is little demand for it at this point, might as well just move on to something I want to do instead. Because again, why beat a dead horse? You know, shit like that. I don't know what's the phrase, what's the proverb sort of? Beating a dead horse type shit. I don't know. Just thinking about background makes me not want to make comics. Right? Same. Same. This is just me giving myself a headache just thinking about this. So, like, I cannot imagine myself doing comics because of all the backgrounds I have to do. Like, I feel like throwing up, to be honest. But I am going to use that sweet Patreon money. You know, gonna invest that into like 3D backgrounds or something, anything, right? Gonna buy them so I don't have to do all the fucking work of drawing them and just shit like that. And then I think that's what matters in this whole journey is that if people are paying you to support you to making these comics, put that money into good use. Put that money into keep this thing relevant, keep you going, because that's what the money is for. Besides like living expenses and shit like that, but it's an incentive. It's like a support from the readers to tell you, bro, use that money, whatever you gotta do, keep making the comics because I need more, right? So you're not fighting your audience, you're fighting yourself. I guess that's the sentiment. I think we arrived in that conclusion, but yeah. The conclusion is that don't worry about losing relevancy. The conclusion is that worry about losing passion because you got bored or something like that. I only have YouTube shorts of my comic stuff, but maybe one day, honestly, making a comic itself is already eating my time. For sure. Yerin, just focus on the comics. Don't listen to Boya. Again, you don't want to be half-baked and everything. If you're gonna do something like YouTube, put your entire energy into it and make it the best shit you've done, right? Just like you are now with your comics. And if your comics is still ongoing, you know, put your entire energy into finishing that first. Make a comic set in the void, problem solved. I only have attention span for sure. Same, right? But I still really enjoy long form YouTube content, especially when I'm drawing and just putting it in the background for sure. My YouTube is this one, my handle, but I haven't uploaded any shorts in months. Understandable. There is this small YouTube channel that vlog her Osu. I love it so much, but indefinite hiatus now because life. Seems like everyone is taking a break, right? We're not machines. Breaks are necessary, yes. That suddenly took a super sad turn. I'm sorry. I'm back. Had to pick up my kid. Why is yuuning's friends leaving her? What? Well, Savannah, hello. Welcome to the channel. You're 10 years old. Well, damn. You're quite young. God damn. He10 and Lil Mo's Bitsy was so wholesome the readers didn't even know something was really happening for real. I think the full-on censorship prevented the author from doing what they want. But I still hope they continue doing what they want. I don't know at this point if they're even making the story for themselves anymore because, again, I cannot fathom how you can keep an interest for 10 years. I get it if it's like your whole life, right? Like you're getting paid to just do this one comic. But yeah, otherwise, that shit is hard, bro. That shit is hard. You look like a cartoon? Well, okay. Aren't we all? Yeah. Nika compensates in cooking and baking anyway, for sure. For sure. My tactic for staying motivated for my comics are having some scenes and twists that I crave drawing and revealing eventually, so I keep fighting till I get to those. Yeah, I used to do that for my comics too. You know what? The funniest thing was when I was working on Roommates, I finally arrived at the kissing part that I so desperately longed for. And then I didn't even enjoy it when I was working on it. That's how bad it got. Like I was so burnt out from it, I didn't even enjoy drawing the kissing part. But this one though, I'm so excited for this one. It's keeping me going for sure. Brooding a lot. Cheshire Cat? Ooh, not at all. Not at all. God damn. Mind Reader AU will be graduating. For sure. I like that we're using the word graduating like fucking VTubers. Why are we still drawing backgrounds with AI and 3D now? I want to get into 3D. Probably commission someone to do 3D background. No AI for me, yeah. Brother, imagine me abandoning comic or art general just to do ASMR. If that's something you're passionate about, why not? There is a 3D for every type of background, yeah. And that's why you would have to make custom commissions at that point. Hi Akira, welcome. IDK based on being forced to use AI with AI generation doubles my workload. Yeah. Okay. Yippee! We went through the hardest part of the stream. I was really trying to like think like how can I make it sound like I'm just taking a break and it's not like permanent or something, even though I don't really have a comeback date or whatever, right? But yeah, I hope you guys understand. And I know most of you will probably understand, so yeah. At the end of the day, I'll still catch you guys on Discord. Stuff like that. This Wednesday stream has been fun over the past few years. We've talked a lot, you know, shown a lot, celebrated a lot. But it is an end of an era, I guess. And believe me, I don't like change. I'm not the type of person who likes change, but you know, changes do happen. And hopefully when I come back, I'll be more energized. And I will have like better content, yeah. I think in the meantime, the focus is to finish the canon story and stay relevant for me now, yeah. Wanna put all my energy and time into this, make it my thing. Because again, we're not actually fighting relevancy in the grand scheme of things. I'm fighting my willingness to take on this project for at least until I publish the comic. Like, I want to stay interested in this project for as long as I can. And I hope that to all of you who are also currently working on your comic and stuff like that, yeah, I hope the best of luck to you. We've given some valuable advices on these live streams. Probably you can easily get them from somewhere else, but yeah. We've had a lot of discussions about comics in general, and I've always enjoyed the discussions. And now it's actually time for me to put them into good use, you know? It's time to put my suggestions and my advices into good use. I'd say that, yeah. cannot fathom, you know, I still, it always blows my mind when I think about the 19-day artists just still working on the comic for almost 10 years and shit. It's truly unfathomable. I don't know how anyone can stay interested for that long. But yeah, it's a huge feat. It's very, like, insane, like legend, I'd say. I don't know if I will ever get to that point. Probably I'd like to drop this in 5 years and then I'll have a new hyperfixation that might not even be BL or something like that, right? Who knows? But in the meantime, while I'm still hyperfixated on the characters, I want to do them justice. I want to actually put my time and energy into them, like all that I can into them. So yeah, that means no live streams until, yeah, who knows, maybe when I stop school by next year, we'll come back eventually with a regularly scheduled live stream. Let's make your last stream fire. Thank you. Nah, I'm already having fun. I like talking, for sure. Always kind of gets me motivated for the live stream. But yeah. I'm tired, not gonna lie. I would really very much like to take a break after this live stream. Maybe I'll play games or something, who knows. Back when I was still corporal, they forced us to do AI. It's very boring, made me redesign earlier than what I intended, yeah. I like familiarity and comfort over change, yeah. Lots of iconic lines on the live stream, like the pants one. Oh, guys keep bringing that one back. When someone changes, it's not always something bad, actually. That shows how you accept it yourself, like you are at any time. Wise words, Akira. Wise words. I appreciate that. Quick question, is Global Comics still a place to upload? Oh, Jet Monkey, hello. I can't give an actual statement about that because I haven't been posting on Global Comics, but I know a couple of people that still do, but I'm not sure how relevant it is on Global Comics at this point. You can give it a try though. You can give it a try. I always see them in YouTube ads. I never heard of them. Yeah, so it's kind of in the middle. Global Comics, it's not famous enough where webtoon readers would actually transfer there to go read it, but it's good enough where authors that reject webtoon as a company will go to Global Comics or Tapas. So yeah, it's kind of dead, not gonna lie, but it has its audience. You already have a following. It works better that way for sure. I still get comments on it. Okay. People losing over my old shit art, I see. Maybe you get into horror one day. Oh. I'm doing psychology. I'm doing, for the novel, it's psychological drama. That's almost horror, right? Nah, I'm kidding. I don't think I'll do horror, to be honest. Not really my passion of interest. I think my interest of passion, my genre of interest has always been drama, psychology, slice of life, romance. It's always been these. Don't think I've ever faltered outside of it, yeah. When the life slap, you need to slap more powerful, true. Pen size is iconic. Horror can be pretty fun when I get the time for sure. My first unfinished webtoon is actually horror. Wow, good. I think, did you show it before, Boya? What did I draw? Okay, I'm just looking at my drawing. I just took off the sketches for the drawing. I was like, the fuck is this? It's okay. I think I can make it work. I was just like taken aback by the line art. I'm so confused. Okay, this is just my line art. It's just so I just got so confused by their hands and shit like that. I probably should have gotten a reference for this, but holy shit, bro. That's that's why sometimes I prefer to sketch over the line art. Cause what the hell is this? What the hell? Oh yeah, I think I've seen it before. When you use gouache. Yeah. Shitty, I cringe whenever I see it. It's borrowed on Webtoon. There you go. That's Boya's OG horror comic. Borrowed on Webtoon. Okay, I don't want to fix this now. I'm gonna work on something else. Ah, but I have to work on this. It's my preview for the week. Okay, never mind. I'm back to working on it. Fuck this shit. I was like thinking, I can't figure out the hands right now. But then I forgot I actually do have to finish this. Because it's my Patreon preview for the week. God damn it. We got this, we got this. It's just anatomy. We can handle anatomy. Right, guys? Ain't nothing wrong with a little bitty titty anatomy. Okay, this one doesn't make sense. Oh, I gotta do hands. I gotta look for references for hands later. better. Still a bit wonky, but better. Might have to get Tahir to post for me later. Yeah. Because I can't find this pose on the internet. And I low-key did the annoying part of just imagining it. It's not a good thing to just imagine the poses that you're struggling with. Because it doesn't look that good, to be honest. Even if I imagine it, I can't make sense of the body. Okay, let me try to use another color to outline the anatomy. So I'm struggling with the top body. He's like a bit leaning to the side ish. Let me just do the fucking anatomy thing. If his neck is here, yeah, I guess you wouldn't see the body actually. Looks like I won't be taking a break after this after all. Maybe I'll put on some good old Harry Potter while I work on this in the background. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I recently got HBO Max. Very excited to just catch up on all like the shows that I couldn't watch because I didn't have HBO. Really enjoy HBO shows. I just finished Euphoria, and I just finished White Lotus, and now I'm for whatever reason I'm rewatching Harry Potter, and I might try to rewatch True Detective. Thinking about it. I can actually watch it in better quality because I used to didn't. So it'd be nice. And I know that there's a new Rick and Morty out, so I might do that as well. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see with HBO what we can watch. I'm really excited. They're like HBO reminds me of like the edgy kids of the TV industry. They're like the I'm not like other girls type shit company. Netflix is like the I want to be popular, I want to be mainstream, and then Apple is like the kids that just like come to school occasionally, and then HBO is like the I'm not like the other girls, or they be sitting in the corners, they have their own clique, and they're not necessarily weirdos or losers, they're just like the not the mainstream popular kids. And then Adult Swim is like the hee hee ha ha funny kids, of course, the jokers who don't take themselves seriously and stuff. And then I don't know about Hulu enough, to be honest. I don't watch a lot of Hulu shows, and I don't know enough about what other networks are they. Yeah, there's like so many fucking networks out there, you know. And there's also Crunchyroll, but we don't care. And then what else? Like with streaming services, there's Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is kind of like the normie kid. I don't know. They occasionally have like great bangers, right? They have like The Boys, and they had the Penty Stocking series on there. But they're like they remind me a bit of like the normies, just a little bit. not mainstream enough to be Netflix, not edgy enough to be HBO, but just cool enough to be normal and be like, I can make it or break it anytime I want. So yeah. Oh, let me look at the chat real quick. Live read on borrowed. My interest more is to write stories, and actually I wrote the stories with my chat GPT and he didn't accept my ideas and he says I have special ideas. I don't know. What? Really? What the hell did you what? What kind of chat GPT service were you on? What? Okay, I mean, then clearly just write without it at this point. Fuck him. Why do you cringe? This looks amazing. I hate how I write the dialogues. It's too flowery. I see. The stories of the characters more. The stories of the characters more than how they look like. Okay, don't really understand that sentence. I used to write that way too, but I'm sure it's not too bad. Just sub. No need to sub. I forgot the password. To first in any stories to choose your world. Yeah, world building. Yes. Just realized I've subbed to borrow too. After you check your word and how start to choose your hero. Yes. World building, choosing your hero. Do you world build first or write your OC first? That's a great question. I think we read this before, yeah. Actually, to follow with your OC, you need to understand what it's feeling. I need to understand what my OCs are feeling. Yeah. Use post maniacs. Yeah, maybe I'll do it later. Or I'll just get tired to post for me. We creators, we have to empathize with our characters to make it feel more human. Yep. Yep. I'm a writer and I want to become artist. I see. You want to start getting into arts? That's good. Comfort HP rewatch. We rewatched it recently too after playing Hogwarts Legacy. I finished Hogwarts Legacy when it first came out. And I didn't go out for like 2 weeks or something. I just stayed home and played Hogwarts Legacy. That was pretty fun though, I gotta say. Got a lot of flack for like the FPS issues and whatnot, but I enjoyed it. And I'm actually rewatching Harry Potter because I recently did a poll of like, who do you think my characters look like more? Because I keep getting these comments. And then I made a poll and then everyone decided they look like Draco and Malfoy. And I was gonna do like a short comic where Draco and Harry meet my characters for the first time. And I decided the punchline wasn't funny. And then I decided I think I need to go rewatch Harry Potter to figure out their characters again because I couldn't think of a punchline. But yeah, just knew. I drew the comic halfway and then decided not to work on it again because I can't be motivated to work on it unless I have a better punchline for this story. So it's sitting in my drafts until I figure out the dialogue and the punchline. I can't open my Switch because I had a jailbreak and forgot to open it. Wow. Jailbreak was useless anyway. True. What happens when you jailbreak? Then you get to download games. Ah. The thing is, I cannot connect my Switch to Wi-Fi. It only connects to the guy's Wi-Fi. Who jailbreak my Switch? Why did I do it? I buy the physical games anyway. Oh my god, boy. Can't you go back to the guy and tell him, can you unjailbreak my Switch? I saw a Harry Potter meme the other day. It made me laugh so hard. I'm gonna go find it again. Please do. I really need this. Whatever this Harry Potter comic that I had planned for to work because I already spent time on it. It's like colored and shit. So yeah. If you guys see anything HP meme funny related, send it my way. I wanna end this comic so I can move on. I have so many drafts of just like ideas of like other AUs and shit like that that I just like that I just don't continue because either I lost interest or I don't think it's good enough, right? Shit like that happens all the time. But it's normal, you know? Oh my god. Oh, this one is so cringy. Oh, I tried to do a psychological panel because I don't do psychological comics, so I tried to do like a render of like what a psychological panel can look like. The shit is not that bad, but it's low-key a bit cringy. I don't know. I did this like 2 months ago or something, and then it was like, oh, yeah. Least to say, sometimes things don't work out, right? And then, okay, I don't even want to show this. I don't even want to show that one. Goddamn. And then the 30-day novel challenge that I was doing for my accountability, I just completely stopped. I haven't done any other artwork ever since. Just been focused on the comic. And then yeah, I still want to color this one. This one was like an April Fool's joke that somehow did very well for it being just a sketch. Like I got a lot of attraction for this. Of people just saying, what the fuck was this? And then people were just like, I kind of want more, even though I don't know what the fuck I just read. And I was like, yeah, I think it deserves to be a fully colored comic published and take it seriously. So I really want to go back on working on this one as well. I have a lot I had one where I was just like trying to do a noir style that I wanted to like post, and then it was cool. And then I gave up on it. I got bored of it because it was like background heavy, and then I got really lazy towards the end. But yeah, a lot of these I don't want to show because they're so bad. But yeah. Just waiting for a new good Zelda game before I get Switch 2. Ooh, you're gonna get Switch 2? Well, damn. I can't find the guy's Facebook. I forgot. Aw. When I get Switch 2, Ocarina of Time remake will be announced, but I'm broke. Interesting. Just want to replay Zelda. Can we reuse Switch 1? How to make your character to meet with your OC. How to make your character to meet with your OC? That's the same sentence. You just said how to make your OC meet your OC. You not see? It was just announced, I think yesterday or this morning. I was so excited, but I don't got Switch 2. Aw. Just waiting for a new good Zelda game. Wait, did you retype that? I hope we can reuse cartridges. I think we should be able to. I only have physical games. Switch 2 maybe this December. I'm gonna go iPad Pro first. Ooh, boy, I got a hefty purchase in mind. Well. Join the iPad gang, boy. I'm also thinking of going back to playing Zelda again. But like TOTK. I dropped it the other time because I got bored as hell. But yeah. Maybe I'll go back to playing it. I haven't been gaming at all. And I kind of miss that. I kind of miss gaming, y'all. Before this, I was trying to finish Genshin because they dropped a new map that time. And I actually enjoyed the game for a bit. And no, I finished the entire content, and then the other updates were boring as hell. Decided with Genshin, I will not play side stories. I will only play main stories because their side stories are always so fucking ass. It's like they don't give any fucking actual shit to the side stories that they make, whereas the main story is always like incredible, and the side stories always just feel like cash grabs to like introduce a new character and make them like interesting enough where you want to roll for the characters. But I'm not gonna stop the game because the side stories are ass. I still think the main stories are really good, and I will keep playing for that. And I've spent too much time on the goddamn game to quit right now, so. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna color this right now. Are we ready to move on to coloring, even though the post is a bit ass? It's not that ass, you know what? Looking at it, a bit hard on myself sometimes. It's not that ass. I'll color it right now. Because I gotta post this. But yeah, kind of what you're just gonna miss out for the following Wednesdays is just literally just me being like working on this shit and just being like, instead of talking to you guys this time, I guess I'm just talking to myself from now on. And I'll put on like a YouTube video while I work so I can focus. Because to be honest, I don't get a lot of shit done during these 2-hour live streams. We just be yapping, right? And it would be nice if I can use that time to cook, buy groceries. Yeah, stuff like that. Or just take a nap. Enjoy life, guys. Enjoy life. Live, love, laugh. How do you get insight of what your OC do to make you inside her story that you need to figure out, and you can tell her about how true it is? And you need to get out and you need to hide your secret, huh? I'm sorry, Akira. You're not really making any sense. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, I can only understand the first sentence. How do you get inside the head of your OCs, right? I guess writing from experience can be helpful, or doing character studies on other anime or other movies, series characters that you love, that you want to make a character based on. You know, you can always take reference from them. Yeah. So, hi, Robert. Do you work for a studio or do you self-publish? I self-publish. Yeah. If you do bad, you're gonna be a lower on the tier list. Sure. Don't care. Take a nap. Yep. I'm gonna take a nap. I wanna use this time to take a nap. Don't wanna live stream. I wanna take a nap. Yeah. But I gotta. But I can't take a nap later. Later, what time is it? 6. And then I'm gonna probably chill on the couch for a bit while I watch Harry Potter draw for a bit. And then I'm gonna make dinner. Gonna cook something for dinner. Dinner. Also, hi George, welcome. Friends with boomers. Why, you rather be friends with your kids? What's the kids these days called? Gen Alpha? Good luck in your channel if I can't come back. Thank you. Have a good one, Akira. I have 10 more minutes. I can color this. I got this. What inspired you to start YouTube? Ooh, we had a long ass conversation about that just now. But to summarize, I started YouTube because I wanted people to go read my comic. Like, I didn't know how to market my comic back then. I thought if I made a YouTube video about how I started a comic, that's a good free way to do it. And um, back then, webtoon comics were doing pretty well. Like, I saw a lot of creators that were doing webtoon comics. So I decided, hey, I can give it a try. And then YouTube did pretty well for a bit, with me making also other types of webtoon related content. But as we discussed just now, it is now an end of an era. I don't think, yeah, like going forward, going forward, I'll be taking a break from live streaming. And I haven't uploaded in like a whole ass year because I've been focusing on making the comics instead of making videos. So yeah. We're gonna take a little break from... I'll still be posting YouTube videos, but mostly just shorts though. I'm only gonna be doing shorts from now. I feel like shorts are easier for me to maintain while I make this comic. And kind of low-key, the new people that have been following my channel have been people interested in the comics, not necessarily the live stream stuff, so yeah. I will buy it. The comic? Yeah, I appreciate it. Buy the channel. You guys are dumb. Boy, yeah, chill. I appreciate it if you do. If you're talking about Dear Alice, yep, I appreciate it. Although I don't work on Dear Alice anymore. I don't know if you came from a certain video about Amazon KDP, but yeah. I finished that comic and I haven't been working on it ever since. I've been working on a new comic recently that I decided I'm gonna put all my time into. That's why we're gonna pause the live streams until further notice. I read manga. Oh damn, you make mangas or you just read? Yeah, it's not very worth investing in the channel right now. Or at least, I mean, I don't want to sell it as well, you know? I still want to make videos in the future. Just right now I want to take a break from doing all that. All that. Jump for a second, I have this face. Venture capitalist. You guys are so funny. How you jump to that conclusion. Although I have seen people that do like try to sell their channels out there. Sometimes in these weird websites, it does happen, yeah. Sometimes you have these hackers that hack websites just to like sell them off to like another channel to completely rebrand it and stuff like that. That's why are there still hackers out there still hacking, right? It's just for that one YouTuber to slip up and get all their password and shit like that, and then sell everything, make a quick buck. Because people don't want to grow their channel from scratch anymore. It's very hard to grow any kind of social media from scratch, to be honest. So people rather just buy, and companies usually just buy, yeah. Yikes, I think I colored him in the wrong color. Okay. Okay. After everything, I finally got one character done. Yippee! One to go, many more to go. This is the life I'm choosing, guys. It's crazy. I think a year or two ago, I'd be like, oh, hell nah. There is no way I'm going back to this lifestyle. But here I am. Very sad, very willing to go back to this. This is what happens when you have OCs and hyperfixations. They become your life. They destroy you. Word of caution. If you ever make OCs and they accidentally blow up, life as we know it is just sitting on the desk. If Boyle buys the channel, it can work. If you pay me 1 million and 100 shawarma, I will sell mine. Well, damn. Don't open random links. Not my content though. Well, we made it this far from scratch. It's the Catboy art. Is that the Catboy art or is it different? No, it's not the Catboy art. It's different. It's different. Working on the AU comic. But bruh, I don't know what happened. I just got into this new hyperfixation of Catboys. I'm really excited to make some comics about it though. That's the shit that keeps me going, I'm not gonna lie. God. Life as we know it. It's just weird hyperfixations. What's your... I mean, before I go, which I'm about to leave soon, what's your new hyperfixation, Boya? What are you currently hyperfixated on? Yippee! A colored Theo! Yippee! Oh, I can finally go take that break. I can finally allow myself to go take that break. Yippee! Now this is what it's all about. Okay, let me just fix up the fingers one last time, and then I will reach out, and then I'ma head out. All right, we done it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! My two boys are colored. I even have the dialogues out. This is gonna be the dialogue placement and type shit. Now I just need to draw them in proper backgrounds and panels. This will be my preview. Let's go. My cat plushie is side-eyeing me. For real. Genuine question, were you planning to do something aside from comics? Thought about YouTube for a bit. Then decided, nah. And then thought about... yeah, no. I guess not, really. I thought about becoming an IRL social media person where I would make blogs and videos about my life in Germany for a bit. Took down all my videos, by the way. I used to post a bit about my life in Germany, and I started posting on Red Note, which is this Chinese social media that did pretty well. I gained like 300 followers from it, all just me editing short videos of my highlights in Germany. Thought about that, then decided I don't actually want to do it. I don't want to keep showing my face, you know. It's not something that that's not something I'm actually comfortable with. I realized towards the end. So yeah, then I pivoted back to comics. I'm a bit demotivated. I see. Take breaks, boy. Yeah. Play games. Don't forget to game. Have fun. Comics are fun. Comics are meant to be fun. And if the moment you draw something that makes it feel like work ended, just me again, take it from me. I was planning to have a 15-part AU comic. Then I decided, well, people don't seem that interested anymore anyway, and I'm really bored of it, so I cut it down to like 10, 11 parts. But at least it's ending. When you can see the goal of the end and the goal of something, you'll be more motivated to work on it. And in the meantime, my new hyperfixation is Catboy, so I'm only just gonna do that, you know? And fuck if the other people don't like it, they don't care for it, it is what it is. It's the thing that's keeping me going, so take it or leave it at this point, right? Your hyperfixation is winning best chef. I just want to buy iPad to draw my cat and dog version of my OCs again. Yeah, if that's what you're telling me right now, then that's something you actually really want to do. And I don't think you should stop yourself with the iPad. You should definitely draw them, even like on your current tablet. Start drawing them again, even on paper if you want to. Do gouache pet colorings. Do gouache OC drawings, you know, if that's something that you're interested in. And the cat and dog comic is funny. I think people will love it, you know. Bit inactive in my Forbidden channel, unlike before too. I see. That's okay. It's hard to find motivation when you've been doing it for a while. How long have you been doing it, by the way, with like the start of like the Ivan Till comics? Did it start last year maybe? Like when you first started just head neck deep into the Ivan Till comics? the Alien Stage comics, did they start like maybe last year, May or something? Yeah, and if it did start last year, think about it. You've been doing this shit for almost a year and you quit your job and you almost had no breaks ever since. So I would say be careful, you know. If you want to do this long term, you gotta know how to take care of yourself. Yeah, motivation is the hard part. Yeah. Well, I'm pumped. I'm back to animation. Good for you. Working on my motion comics for YouTube. Hope you put it out someday. Life is making comic not fun, but I guess it happens to everyone too. Yeah. Life is stealing time away from me making comics, but what you gotta do? You gotta have life commitments and you gotta learn how to balance life commitments, your body, social life, and comics, career, money, everything. That's just life as a bitch, you know? But you got this, Boya. I believe in you. Started last year, May and June. Exactly. So you should celebrate this journey, you know? An anniversary post, whatever. Like, think about it. You started last year. You've gained so much from it, and you've never taken proper break from the convention and everything else. Yeah, I'd say this warrants for a break, but I understand if you want to keep working as well, because this is literally me also talking out of my ass about me saying I want to take a break, but in reality, I just need more time to work on it. And maybe take mini breaks in between. Like I'm gonna hop off now and I'm gonna go put on Harry Potter. I'm gonna watch a little bit until I get to the uninteresting part, and then I'm gonna put this back on and start drawing again. This is how it's been for me lately, just like drawing on the couch, a bit more low-key and whatnot. But yeah, with that said, we got this, gang. Exactly. Thank you for the ending line, Boya. With that said, I'm blowing out the candle. We're calling it a stream. We're calling it a day. We're calling it an end of an era where yuuning finally takes a break from live streaming, okay? An end of an era where we're gonna focus on our comics, and hopefully every time I see you guys on ArtGen, you guys can talk a bit more about yourself, even though you're muted and whatnot, even though we don't meet anymore on Wednesday. I still look forward to talking to you guys every Sunday, and you know, give me an update on your life as usual, just like you always do. And yeah, I will let you know if I decide to come back from my break, but this will be a break until further notice. And I appreciate you guys for watching for this long, right? I appreciate you guys for sticking in for this long. But she gotta take a nap. She's old as fuck. She gotta take a nap and shit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for ArtGen. And if you are now stumbling on this channel and stumbling on these live streams and me taking a break, just know I'm more active on Discord. Discord link is in the chat. Sorry, Discord link is in the description if you would like to join us to come together and draw together every weekend. I'm always there. Well, mostly. I try to be. So yeah, have a good one. Bye. Bye, everybody. Good luck, you guys, on your comics and your other ventures. Good luck. Let's work hard on our comics, okay? I hope to see you guys flourish. Bye-bye.